Okay, so I originally called you and texted you over the weekend to have you on Talk Baseball and hear everything that happens. But Tennessee baseball, you visited with Tony Vitello recently. He might not come out and admit it, but would he like the celebration sort of stuff? And of course, the one finger salute round in second. Would he like that dialed down a little bit, Eric?
In my opinion, yeah, I think so. I mean, you want to be passionate, you want to have your heart on the sleeve, you want to have fun, you want to be organic. Those are things that he encourages and he loves. But also, you need to be smart about that, right? I mean, who's to say if Jordan Beck didn't do that, if Drew Gilbert 2 weeks later or a week later or whatever didn't get the quick hook, when he probably did something that he probably did a couple other times throughout the year, right? And that came in a critical spot in super regional play. So yeah, I just think you got to be smart a little bit. Now, I think he loves that attitude and that mantra of his team for sure. But when it comes into place of having your body out there on the field, or yourself in that batter's box, if it comes in the way of that or potential of not having you there, then you got to tone it down a little bit. So we'll see exactly what this team looks like. Some of those firecrackers like Drew Gilbert and Jordan Beck and Jarrell Ortega and some of those other guys are not on the team. But however, it's been something that's been evident with Tony Vitello's teams ever since he's been here in Knoxville, and I don't think that this year will be much different.
How much of that is selling the program? Because over the years, there have been programs in other sports that have had to sell themselves a little bit. How much do you think that was maybe a little bit orchestrated throughout his tenure?
I don't think it was orchestrated much at all because again, he spoke on that. I went and caught up with I went and watched him speak to the Big Orange Tip Off Club, last week, and he said you go to some other games or around the conference and you see these dances in the outfield and these these choreographed stuff, and he's like, that's not organic, and I don't much care for that. What I like about our guys is it's all organic and they kind of come up with it themselves, and it's not orchestrated and all that. So I wouldn't say that's much of the case, but looking at it from a prospect's perspective or just a student athlete looking to go to the next level, that is selling the program for me though, for sure, because number one, Tennessee's winning. Number two, Tennessee's having fun. Number three, Tennessee's kind of the bad boy on the block, but they're backing it up, right? And so I think it's 100% kind of selling itself and kind of creating the brand of the program with Tony Vitello, and it's appealing for sure. And he's recruited at a high level. He's he had a great offseason in the transfer portal. People want to be at Tennessee. People want to learn under Frank Anderson and want to play for Tony Vitello, want to go win baseball games, and then go in the Major League Baseball draft. So I think it's really appealing.
Eric, so if we're doing a parallel, then is Tennessee this past year's Bengals, or are they the '95 Cowboys? Because I'm seeing more this past year's Bengals where they're talking a lot, but they haven't won any World Series title yet.
Yeah, I mean, they got to win, right? You won the SEC regular season, you won the SEC tournament title, you won the East in back-to-back years, and that's all great. I mean, that's first time it's happened since, all that type of stuff. Tennessee's been in postseason play 3 seasons under Tony Vitello. Would have been a 4th season if 2020 were to have happened. It got cut off during conference play or right before conference play. But Tennessee's made it to Omaha one time since prior to 2021, since what was it, 2005 or whatever. So you want to go to Omaha, you want to make that a regular occurrence. You want to win some games there, and ultimately, of course, you want to win a College World Series. So it'd be great for Tennessee to go out there and win one and everything. But if you're a consistent threat in college baseball and you prove time in and time out year after year that you're going to be hosting super regionals, you're going to be going to Omaha, I mean, you're going to be taken seriously as a contender every single year. And I think Tennessee is almost to that point.